So anyway guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm reflecting upon my life, and I just quit smoking, I quit caffeine, and I'm looking to have a better life for myself. But the thing is guys, you have to understand that if you want something to happen for your life, then you have to succeed and you have to grow from it, and you have to understand that it's much more positive to be doing content every single day, to live your life much better, and to really focus on yourself every single day of your life. So every single day you have to be doing content to help people, because that way you're going to do something much more memorable, and you're going to be able to grow from it, and you're going to be able to understand life much more. So every single day you must understand to do a life coaching video every single day of your life, so you can grow yourself and so you can actually become someone much more fascinating for yourself. So that's the whole point of life. I'm understanding that if I'm doing anything through life, I'm always making sure that I can do the best I can every single day, and I make sure every single day I'm learning very quickly about what to do about my life, and how I'm going in terms of life, and how I'm going in terms of life with my life. So I'm understanding that if I want to do better, then I have to plan my life ahead. But I'm understanding straight away that your physical body never craves cigarettes, so you must understand that it's all psychological. You must understand that if you go and really be in your feelings every day, and if you find something to do where you're creating content, or when you're creating something that's really helping you move forward, I promise you're always going to find a way to be able to do better for yourself. So what I want to do now is I want to make much more content. I want to be able to thrive throughout life. I want to be able to do something that's helping me move forward. But I'm understanding that if I never have a girlfriend in this lifetime, then I'm happy with that. I'm totally happy to just help myself to grow in Jesus Christ's name, and I'm helping myself to just study upon helping myself to deliver content the best way I can, and I'm helping myself to understand that I'm really happy right now, because even though some things are not working out for me, I'm understanding that some things are, and I'm grateful for what's happening in my life right now. I'm grateful for what's working. But the thing is, you must understand that I've been struggling with addiction. I've been struggling with cigarettes and caffeine. And you must understand that no matter what, that all I have to do is be in my feelings, and I have to be able to live life in my feelings every single day of my life. And I'm actually always trying to do better for myself. So you have to understand that 66% of the world is unhealthy. So you must understand that if you want to do much more better for yourself, then you have to grow yourself, and you have to expand yourself every single day. You have to be doing something to grow. So I'm understanding that if you want to do better for yourself, and if you want to help yourself to grow at least, then make sure every single day of your life that you're doing something to help people, because that way you're going to grow. And you must understand it's much more positive every single day to be reflecting upon your life every single day. And you must understand that if you do that for yourself, and if you really reflect upon your life, and if you really do something to help yourself move forward, then you have to always understand that it's about helping people, and it's about delivering content every single day and doing something straightforward for yourself. But I'm understanding that I'm feeling good right now. I'm understanding the Holy Spirit is with me. I'm understanding that Jesus Christ is with me always. I have a beautiful photo of Jesus Christ, and thankfully I gave $50 to have that kind of photo for myself, to be able to understand that Jesus Christ is always watching, and I'm always trying to do better. I'm trying to do the best I can every single day. But the thing is, every single day I'm always alone. I'm understanding that since I'm alone, I'm happy to be alone. I'm happy to grow myself. I'm happy to understand my imagination and my skills, and I have to really go through life finding my way forward, because I'm understanding that the only person that really believes in me is me, and nobody else believes in me like Jesus Christ can. So make sure you understand that Jesus Christ believes in you. But the thing is, you have to live life, and you have to understand that once you go through life much more every single day, you're always going to find different ways of improving, and you're going to find ways to succeed, because that's the whole point. So every single day of my life, I'm understanding that all I have to do to get smarter is to read more books, and to be able to go and grow myself from the situation, because that's what you do, guys, and that's what you understand about life every single day. And this Nice and Beautiful audio program is going into my Mega Drive account, so you can all listen to it. And I'm understanding that my Mega Drive is always going to be there for you. so you can always study my life. But my life is somewhat successful to some degree, and you have to understand that it's much more how I'm always successful in what I speak about. I mean, in a sense of what I talk about is a greater way of life, and I talk about life itself, and I make sure every single day that I'm looking forward to help myself to grow from now on. And I'm really trying to help myself to prosper every single day of my life. I'm trying to do the best I can for myself to understand that there is a life out there waiting for me, and that I do have belief in myself that I can create events around myself, and that I can create something much more for myself to grow with myself every single day. So all I want to do every single day is perform and outperform myself, and I want to be able to grow. I want to be able to help myself to study upon life and do something that's memorable every single day. So I'm understanding the more I help myself to succeed and grow, the more I'm understanding, the more I read, and the more and I understand, the more I have a fancy way of saying that I'm always delivering content, and I'm always trying to help myself to grow, because that's the whole point of life. I'm understanding that what I want to do now is I just want to grow. I want to just help myself to understand some things about life. I want to be able to talk until the cows come home. I want to be able to create something that nobody else has ever, and I want to be able to understand that my life is not over. I have eternal life in Jesus Christ's name. I'm always understanding that the more I grow, and the more the more I help people, the better for me, and the more I'm actually growing. So I'm understanding that I've been reading a lot this month, and I'm understanding that I'm profiting from what I'm reading, and I'm helping myself to deliver much more content overall. So I'm understanding that what I want to do now is just grow, and I want to help myself to understand much more about life. So if you want to help yourself grow, I'll promise you have to read, and you have to do something behind the scenes every single day of your life, and you have to be living worthwhile, and you have to understand that you deserve life, and you deserve to live life every single day. And you have to understand that you have to be deserving of what you're doing, and you have to be understanding that as long as you're doing something that's helping people move forward, I promise you're going to be happy. And that way you're always increasing fond awareness, and you're increasing that nice and beautiful capability moving forward every single day, which is your wisdom. And you have to use your wisdom to your advantage, because I'm understanding that I'm doing better than people in some areas of life, and you have to understand that I'm always trying to reflect upon being better than the next person I see, because I always want to have more than other people, and I'm understanding that's the whole point of life, is to have more than other people. I'm understanding that I do have the best way of life right now, where I'm actually growing, and I'm actually never suicidal, so I'm not suicidal anymore. I'm understanding that it's all about communication, it's all about living life, and it's all about positivity. So if you can grow yourself, and if you can really understand something about life, where you're actually growing and you're actually passing by time while also talking on a video camera or talking on an audio program or something like that, you're actually helping yourself move forward, and that's the whole point. So you have to understand that it's about positive material, and it's about helping yourself to evacuate yourself in better ways, and you're always looking for a better outcome. So you must understand that if you really want to have a life for yourself, then you have to really broaden up your perspective, and you have to talk like anybody in terms of in a unique way. You have to talk in a unique way that is unique to yourself, and you have to understand that it's about creating words every single day, and making sure that you're creating stories around what you're saying every single day, and that you're really trying to help yourself to succeed. And you have to really want to succeed every single day, because what's important every single day is learning how to grow yourself every single day, and you make sure every single day you're doing that for yourself, because every single day you're always looking for a better way of life. You're always looking for something to say, and you're making sure that you understand that when you're in a happy mood, you're always growing yourself, and you're always making sure that you can help yourself to develop, because that's the whole point of life. So if you help yourself to understand life much more, and you're going to help yourself to succeed this way, you're going to make sure every single day you do some more videos on TikTok, you do some more videos here and there, you do some motivational videos for yourself, and you make sure you're growing every single day of your life, and make sure you stay consistent every single day, and then you build a following every single day of your life, and you're really slowly helping yourself to grow every single day of your life. So that's the whole point. So I'm understanding that for myself every single day, I'm understanding that my mum's coming up now. I'm understanding that I'm going to have a happier life with her, and I'm understanding that long term I'm going to be with my mum, and I'm going to live in Germany, and I'm understanding that everything in Australia is moving away from me, and that's a good thing about it. I'm understanding that Australian life is not for me anymore, but for now it is. I'm understanding that I've seen most of Australia already with the government's allowance. I'm understanding that I use the government's money to go around Australia, and I'm the only person in Australia who's done that. I mean, nobody else has done that except me, and I've done it with the New Start allowance. So I'm the only ever person who's ever done that with the New Start allowance, who's gone around Australia this much. I mean, you have to understand that it's quite an accomplishment I've made for myself by being away from my father and mother for 1.5 years, and I went along being independent for myself and learning about money and learning about how to have money for myself and calculating my finances and helping myself move forward, which is very, very nice from the government to be able to give me that. So I'm really grateful, but I'm the one who took action upon that, and I'm making sure you understand that every single day of my life I'm now always trying to do better for myself. I'm always trying to help myself to grow. I'm always helping myself to understand much more about life, but I have to talk and I have to help myself to perform much better. So every single day of my life I'm understanding that if I want to help myself to succeed and if I want to help myself to do something much better, I have to talk it out with myself and I have to do better for myself every single day. I have to be creating content and I have to make sure every single day of my life that I'm doing something positive for the world. So that's the whole point of life, and the whole point is making sure every single day that you're doing something that's helping you move forward in terms of life. So for myself it's much more that I'm always able to do something that's never regretting. I'm never regretting life. I'm always able to do something in no regrets for myself, because I never regret anything I've done in my life. I'm understanding everything was an experiment. I'm understanding everything was an experience for myself to learn from. I'm understanding that every single day I'm understanding I'm doing much better now. I'm doing that one-step program that I have, and you have to understand that you guys won't understand what that is exactly, but you must understand that throughout time, if you study me and if you study what I say, then you must understand that you're going to get the whole picture of what my life is, and you must understand that you guys can already see to my extent, to some extent, my life, and you can understand that it's about helping yourself to understand that if you guys are real fans of me, then you'll keep going and you'll keep reading from me and you'll keep understanding much more about my life. And it's much more about understanding that if you're delivering content, that your content is going to be here forever, and that you're always delivering something that's helping you move forward. So I'm understanding that's what I'm doing right now. I'm delivering content. I'm making sure that I'm helping myself to succeed, and that's the whole point of life, because I understand that if I want anything out of life, I have to create content and I have to create something that's actually worthwhile for myself to grow from, and I have to always deliver content in different ways, and I'm making sure I have to look good, I have to look the best way I can every single day. So I'm actually I'm quite in a happy mood today. I'm understanding that right now I'm in a happy mood. I'm happy because I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward in some type of regard, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really high on life right now, because I'm understanding that my words are coming to me, and I'm understanding that it's much more easier to talk now because I'm on an audio program. But I'm understanding that life challenges are going to come for me, and I'm understanding that I have to face my challenges, and I have to understand every single day I have to work and I have to outwork myself every single day. I have to be fit. I have to make sure every single day that no matter what's coming, that I accept what comes in my life, and I'm always accepting, and I'm making sure I'm acceptance in life. I'm making sure that I'm always forgiving everything that's happening in my life, because I'm understanding that no matter what happens, I'm understanding that I'm going to go through life helping myself to succeed, because every single day I'm looking forward to a better way of life for myself. So I'm understanding that if I want to help myself to succeed, I have to create more content. I have to make sure every single day I'm always delivering content, and I make sure every single day that no matter what happens, that I'm always helping myself move forward in different ways. So every single day it's about moving forward, and it's about making sure that no matter what, that I'm always delivering content in different ways every single time. I'm understanding that if I want to do better and better for myself, I have to make sure that I have something to recognize and I have something to do every single day of my life, because every single day I'm always delivering content. I'm always making sure that I never have cancer, I never have a heart attack in my life. I make sure that no matter what, that if I'm going to die, I die peacefully, in bed, and I peacefully die in bed, and I make sure every single day that no matter what, I'm not dying ever, because I'm always growing, and I'm always delivering that content because it's all in my Mega Drive anyway, and I'm always delivering that nice and beautiful feel of my life. I'm making sure every single day of my life that I'm always helping myself to move forward, because that's what I need to do to succeed. And I have to make sure every single day that no matter what, that people get what they deserve every single day. So I'm understanding it's much more about talking out with yourself every single day and look forward to a better way of life for yourself. But watch the TV also while you're doing audio programs. And I'm watching the TV right now while I'm doing this nice and beautiful audio program. But I feel like making music as well. I feel like helping myself go to another level every single day. I'm understanding that my wisdom is telling me something, that I can live a long life and I can help myself to deliver something much greater. But I'm happy to leave this world right now, and I'm understanding that I'm happy to go away from this world at my age. I'm understanding it's still early, but I'm understanding that I'm still happy to leave if I have to. I mean, you understand? So make sure you understand to you always, always be happy with yourself and always be at arm's length with yourself every single day, and you're making sure all the time that you're delivering content that's helping people. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm always making sure that I help myself to understand something about life, where I can help myself to understand how to grow, because I'm understanding that the more content you produce and the more you actually feel happy about yourself, the more you're going to understand about life and what's happening. So just create content every single day and just make sure you're always consistent about it, is what I do every single day. So I'm understanding that if you want to help yourself to understand something about life, then learn to understand, to be a student of other people, and make sure every single day you understand that it's just about growing yourself every single day and growing that nice and beautiful heart of yours every single day. So every single day I'm understanding that anything that's important for my life is that I succeed every single day. It's important for myself to succeed every single day of my life, and that I'm always positive about my reflections upon what I'm doing, and I'm always helping myself to recognize a better way of life for myself. So that's what I want to do for myself all the time. I want to make sure all the time that I have everything I ever need in my life, because I do have Jesus Christ in my life to some extent, and I'm making sure every single day that I always try to follow Jesus Christ more, and I try to have faith much more in Jesus Christ, because the more you believe in Jesus Christ, the more life you have. And you have to understand that's the only way I can tell you right now that you can move forward from that. And you have to understand it's about giving ideas, and the more ideas you give, the more you help people. In a sense, so constantly be producing content and constantly be doing something that's helping you move forward. But I'm understanding that I'm never trying to control people. I'm never the government of Australia. I'm never the government of anything. I'm making sure you understand that I'm Jesus Christ, and I am understanding straight away that as I move forward, I'm making sure I'm learning the nice and beautiful tone of language every single day, that no matter what, I'm always developing myself, I'm always developing my heart. I'm making sure I'm moving forward every single day of my life. I'm looking forward to always talking to you every single day, and I'm making sure every single day that I have that nice and beautiful feeling every single day of my life, because no matter what, I'm understanding that there's no problem ever. There's no problem with me ever. I'll never have a problem in my life ever again. I'm making sure every single day that no matter what I'm doing all the time, that I'm always noteworthy in what I say and do, and making sure that I'm always helping myself to understand that no matter what, that I'm vegan and I don't crave meat, and I don't ever crave, I never ever crave meat ever again. And I'm making sure you understand I never craved meat in terms of meat eating. I never crave pig. I never do anything other than veganism these days, and I'm making sure you understand that I never do anything other than create pigs of words. And I make sure you understand that if I do anything to help myself to succeed, I'm making sure you understand that I'm vegan, and I'm making sure I'm spiritual, and I'm making my way forward every single day now, and I'm making sure of that. So for myself every single day, I'm understanding that most people never believe in me, and I'm understanding that. But the thing is that you can never do anything to upset me, and I'm always striving. I'm not striving, I'm always thriving to help myself to move forward. So nobody can upset me, and nobody can put me down in life, because I'm understanding positivity about life. And life is positive, so you must understand that if you go through life positive, then you're going to be a greater person in life. And you have to understand that there's always a way to talk, and there's always a way to become someone much more worthy of yourself every single day. So if you create content for yourself every single time, you have to understand that you have to always develop yourself, and you have to develop your freedom and courage every single day to perform and outperform yourself. Because I understand that every single day, that no matter what, the more I become aware about life and the more I live in the feelings, the better I become. So it's much more about me now, where I never crave cigarettes because I'm in the feelings. And because I'm in the feelings, I'm understanding that I can overcome anything with my feelings. I can always get myself back into the best track possible, and I can always help myself to deliver content every single time. But I'm never afraid of anything. I never worry ever again. I'm making sure you understand that I can work the 9 to 5 job. I can help myself to make money, and I can make over $3,000 every single day. And I'm making sure you understand that no matter what, that everything's possible when you believe it. So every single day of my life, I'm understanding that I have no problems. I'm always living life. I'm understanding that people get what they deserve, and you have to understand that other people have experienced something that I haven't, and other people have never experienced my life. So you must understand that I live my life better than anybody else, and I make sure that I'm understanding that it's much more how you can never judge me. You must understand that you can never judge anybody about life, because you've never been in their shoes, and you never understand about their life and their consequences and their positivity about life. You must understand to always be a student of everybody, because that way you're going. That way you're going to be growing, and you're going to be helping. You're going to be helping people every single day. So I'm understanding that if you really, really want to help yourself to grow, then you have to find different ways of saying something and different ways of talking every single time. Because what's interesting about life is talking, and you have to understand that if you're talking about life much more, then you understand much more about preferences, and making sure that you're understanding that it's much more about learning about life. And if you're learning about life, that you always be growing, and you always be doing something that's noteworthy for yourself. So every single time of my life, I'm understanding that I'm having the time of my life right now. I'm understanding that I'm living life. I get to live life. I get to be cheerful. I get to be in my feelings. I get to enjoy myself every single time now. I'm understanding that, and that's the whole point of life. I'm understanding that no matter what happens, I'm understanding I'm happy about it. I'm happy to just be living life. I'm happy to get a chance at life. You understand? So no matter what, I'm understanding that I have a good time for myself every single day. I see how people have to work. I understand that everybody has obligations, and everybody has to be living some type of lifestyle. So you must understand that no matter what, that there's plenty of humanity going around. So you must understand that you have to go and really, really help yourself to deliver content every single time. So make sure every single time that you understand that no matter what, that I always achieve more than I say, and I make sure every single time that I'm always living my word, and my word is God. And you must understand that every single day that I'm always living my best life the best way I can. So no matter what I'm doing no matter what I'm doing in daily life, I'm always making sure I'm prospering. Because I need to prosper every single time, and I have to make sure that I'm always learning, and I have to be reading all the time. I have to be understanding much more about life. So that's the whole point. But the whole point is making sure that you're successful every single time. And what's stopping me? I promise you, nothing's stopping me from doing life. Every single time I'm understanding that to create music now, I just feel like doing myself over here. And I make sure every single time now I'm always helping myself to understand something about life. But you have to you have to talk your way through life, and you have to be constantly creating content, because there's nothing much more doable than creating content today. And you must understand that if you create content today, then you're actually going to become much happier throughout life, and you're going to become someone who's much more noteworthy about yourself and other people. So if you really want to deliver content, then you have to understand that you have to talk about something that's helping you move forward. And you have to understand every single day of your life that you matter, and that you understand that it's much more about being a better person every single day. So that's the whole point. I bless me. So I'm understanding that no matter what day it's getting cold, but I'm understanding I'm feeling good anyway. I'm understanding that, for example, for myself, I just let it be for now. I'm understanding that what I want to do is strategize for my life. I want to strategize around my life. I want to be able to deliver content every single day. And I want to make sure every single day of my life that I'm always thriving, and that I'm doing the best I can all the time to make sure I'm always the best way I can be, so I can grow myself and so I can perform and outperform myself every single time. So I'm understanding every single day now. I'm understanding that no matter what, that when my mum comes to me, I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'll have a better life. I'm a non-smoker with her. I'm a non-smoker now. I'm understanding that I'm moving forward now. I'm understanding straight away that I have gained some weight over here. I'm understanding that I'm losing weight now as well. I'm making sure I'm eating much better now. I'm trying to eat much better. I'm understanding I'm not craving McDonald's. I'm not craving snack packs. I'm not craving any more kebabs. I mean, you understand, I'm trying to save money as much as possible, and I'm trying to do better, but I'm also never playing poker again, and I never want to play poker ever again, because I want to live my life much better. So for myself, every single day, I'm understanding that if I do something to help myself to succeed, I'm making sure that I have a curfew, and I have also my 1 hour rule, where I can always be at home and I can always live my life and I can be in the center of my attention every single day of my life, because anybody who's going to give you attention is you, and you have to understand to give yourself more attention and love and respect every single day, and you have to brush your teeth daily, and you have to brush your teeth more often every single time, and you have to look forward to a greater way of life. So you must understand that if you want to help yourself to understand something, that you have to always develop content. So develop content and freedom and courage for yourself every single time, so you can understand that it's much more about living life to the fullest. So every single day I'm understanding that I'm learning how to grow myself every single time. And I had the air conditioner on over there, so the whole point is learning how to be appropriate with yourself and be positive and understand that you just be happy anyway with your feelings. So anyway, so every single day now I'm understanding I love I as much as I can, so I'm always developing myself. I'm always looking for ways to improve myself, to grow, and the more I grow, the better I become. So for now, I'm understanding that I have a life. I have Jesus Christ in my life. I'm understanding that I'm moving forward to some extent. I'm making sure that I'm looking forward to helping myself to grow with life, and I'm helping myself to do the best way I can in terms of life. I'm looking to help myself to develop and to help myself to thrive forward is the best way I can do something much more clearly, and I can help myself to understand much more about life. But I'm understanding that TikTok is something that you have to utilize every single day, and you have to create as much content as possible every single day, and you have to always constantly be uploading videos and content and material into the planet, so you can understand that you have to grow and you have to develop yourself. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that it's just about motivation and it's about inspiration every single day, and it's about motivating yourself to read and to always become someone much greater for yourself. So I'm understanding that if you want to really help yourself to succeed every single day, that you really focus upon your life in a greater dimension every single day, and that you always become much more spiritual and that you read more books, and that you read much more material every single day, and invest your money into books and stuff like that, so that you understand that you have to always read something and you have to grow. But when you're reading something, do some Netflix and help yourself to understand that you can also listen to music while you do Netflix, and you can understand straight away that it's much more about having a greater life for yourself. So you must understand that if you want to help yourself to do something much more positive every single day, that you're always growing yourself in different outcomes, and that you're always helping yourself to understand that it's much more about life itself, and helping yourself to deliver content every single day of your life is going to be something that no matter what, that you're every single day doing a greater life for yourself, and that you're always performing to the best kind of ability that you can be at. So I'm understanding that it's always about the same subject, and you have to understand you're always talking the same thing in different ways, and you're always finding different ways of thinking. So you must understand that I never regret my choices. I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm learning from my choices every single day. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm understanding that I'm helping myself to become the best version of myself every single time. I'm understanding I'm always the best version in my wisdom every single day. I'm understanding that the more I read, the better I become. I'm understanding that no matter what, that nightclubbing is not for me either. I'm understanding that if I want to go to a nightclub on Saturday, I'm understanding that I can if I want to, but we'll see. I'm making sure I feel like going. Actually, I feel like going to the Puffdorf over here in Ivy in Sydney. And I'm making sure I understand straight away that no matter what, that it's a Thursday now, and it's actually a Friday coming up now. So So I'm understanding that no matter what, that the weeks are going by really quickly and life's going really quickly anyway. And you have to understand that life is temporary and everything's temporary. So you must understand that you have to grow yourself and you have to grow your content and you have to grow who you are. And you have to make spiritual content every single day. And you have to understand that if you really, really grow yourself, that you never fall bored and that you always find life interesting and that you always find something interesting to do. And you always keep your interest going. And you have to understand that if you want to help yourself to understand something about life, that you're always helping yourself grow in different ways. So right now I'm reading Will Smith's book, which is Will, and I'm reading his book about his life and his biography and stuff like that. So I'm learning about him and his life. I'm understanding that he had some childhood about life as well. So I'm learning from different people about their life stories and stuff like that, because there's always something that you can learn, and you have to understand that if you're learning something about life, that you're always helping yourself to understand something, that people are working and that people have to work. And you have to understand that if you really understand the economy today, how it's falling down, and you must understand that you have to understand to rise above hate and to rise above the economy every single day of your life, and to be doing some YouTube channel and that you're doing YouTube every single day and that you're always focusing upon a better life for yourself every single day is much more worthy every single day. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that there are people out there who are dying right now and there are people who are also growing at the same time. And you must understand that every single day, that no matter what, that people are going upwards and they're succeeding every single day as well. So you must understand to go and find successful people and just read every single day and just understand straight away that you must understand much more about life every single day. So you have to understand that if you want to grow yourself, you have to go and really, really perform yourself into much more of a better lifestyle every single day of your life. You have to be doing something that's noteworthy. You have to make sure every single day you have something to say, and you have to do something that's actually helping you move forward every single time. I'm understanding anyway, so what I want to do now is just grow. I'm understanding that I'm getting much more positive about life. I'm understanding that music is waiting for me as well. I'm understanding I can perform some music production, and I'm understanding that it's much more how I feel, also fatigue coming on as well. And I'm understanding that I just want to grow myself anyway. I'm understanding that life can get boring if you're not creating something consistently. And you have to understand you have to pass by time, and you have to understand to do something that's helping you move forward. And either be the 9 to 5 job, I promise you it can be the 9 to 5 job that's moving you forward, or it can be something that's moving you forward. But you have to understand you have to create content, and you have to understand to get up on social media today and to be able to go and prosper every single time and teach people a way of life that you can every single day. And just learn to help yourself to understand that if you want something, you can achieve it, and that you can always do it. As Napoleon Hill says, that if you believe that you can, you can. And you must understand to believe in yourself every single day, that you have courage and that you have abilities and skills to grow yourself every single time now. I'm understanding that no matter what, that before in my life I understand I did drugs because I was bored, and I understand straight away that this time around I'm always developing myself the best way I can, and that I never want to kill myself, I never want to die. So I'm understanding that I cannot die. I mean, every single day I'm having always these nice and beautiful ways of life where I'm understanding I had a recent dream where Grant Cardone came to see me in the hospital, and I was in a hospital and they gave me 6 months to live, or they gave me 6 months in the hospital, and I'm understanding something about that, which can be something that's maybe going to happen or something like that. So it's something that somebody came to see me, and the hospital gave me 6 months in terms of life to be in the hospital or something like that. So I mean, it can be maybe something where cancer came into my life or something like that, or some sickness came into my life, and I was in the hospital, and somebody came to see me, and they didn't look too happy about life. They looked really upset about life, and I'm understanding that it can be something about my life where I had a dream about me being in hospital for 6 months, and that they gave me 6 months in hospital. I mean, so maybe 6 months to live or something like that. So I'm understanding either way I'm understanding that what I want to do right now is really talk it out with myself. So I'm understanding that if that's true for myself, I'm understanding that I can always change that perspective of mine. I can always understand that is something I dreamt of, but anyway, I mean, it's maybe a premonition or something like that that can happen to my life or whatever. But I'm understanding that what's important is understanding that you have to grow yourself, and you have to understand that you have to do a better job for yourself, and you have to understand that if you really want to help yourself to perform a greater way of life for yourself, that you have to perform in a greater dimension, and every single day you're always learning and you're always making sure that you're doing a greater way of life for yourself every single time now. And you have to understand that if you want to deliver content, then you have to understand to be free in life, and you have to understand that the reason I have so much videos on YouTube every single day now is because I'm always consistent, and I'm making sure, you understand, I'm not working a 9 to 5 job at the moment, but I'm working 9 to 5 in terms of my passions, and I'm doing my passions every single day. I'm making sure I'm always doing something that's helping me move forward, and I'm making sure that I'm always delivering content. So I'm understanding that if I want to do something positive for myself, I'm understanding that I can help myself to succeed in different ways, and I can understand straight away that it's much more about living life to the fullest. And every single day you must understand that no matter what happens, that time goes by very quickly, and you have to be doing something consistently, and it's either you're growing or dying, and you have to be growing, and you have to understand that you have to intentionally grow, as John C. Maxwell says. So you have to understand that if you really want to be positive throughout life, you have to understand straight away that you have to outperform people, and you have to do something on social media every single day to live your life much greater, so you can understand straight away that you're worth it, and that you have a much more great ability to do so every single day. So every single day I'm understanding that no matter what, that people mistaken you for who you are, and you must understand every single day that no matter what, that miscommunication happens, and because of miscommunication you must understand that you have to be understood every single time to get your message across every single time about what you really mean every single day. So you must understand every single day that no matter what, that people can block you for no reason, and they just happen to be like that, and you have to understand that you must understand to just be positive about it anyway, because you never need those people who block you or who never need you in their life. You never need them. So if you want to do something positive, then make sure that you help yourself to understand that you can go and create music, and you can go and do something to help yourself to succeed. So the conversation I have the conversation I have with myself every single day is the audio programs and video programs, and also the writing materials I do for myself. I'm always communicating to myself in this way, in a better way. And I'm understanding life much more. I'm understanding much more about life and how life puts a pressure on you, and you have to understand that no matter what, that you have to really absorb every single day of your life. You have to be doing a greater job for yourself, and you have to understand straight away that it's much more about living a greater life for yourself in different ways that you can every single time, and that you understand that it's much more about living life to the fullest every single day. So I'm understanding that if you really want to perform and outperform yourself every single day, that you're really thriving in terms of life, and that you're really doing something that's actually helping you grow every single day of your life. So make sure you're always consistent about life, and that you're always helping yourself to understand that no matter what, that there's always a way for you to move forward, and that always there's a way to do something that you love to do. So make sure every single day of your life that you understand that no matter what, that you have to be able to consistently grow yourself, and you have to be consistently doing something to do life much greater. And you have to understand that people have lived lives and they have no great legacies, and you must understand that people have lived lives without a great legacy. And you must understand that if you really want to help yourself to have a great legacy for yourself, then you have to understand that you have to do content on social media today, and you have to utilize social media every single day, and you have to go and do that for yourself every single day of your life. And you have to understand that no matter what, that I'm always understanding about life, and I'm always understanding something about delivering content. But these days I'm always making sure that I'm doing something around social media, and helping myself to perform and outperform myself every single day of my life. I'm understanding that no matter what, that the more I create content, the better I become, and that way I'm actually always very skillful about what I say and what I do. but I'm actually always performing, and I'm always understanding that I have to do it alone, and there's nobody else that's going to do it for me. And I have to sit down and I have to really, really absorb and really play with the sounds and really, really play with the words and really, really play with my life every single day in different ways. And I'm understanding that no matter what, if people are never watching you, that somebody is watching you out there, and you must understand that you have to keep producing content anyway, and you have to do something along the time that you're living, and you have to understand that you have to go and absorb your life in a greater direction, and you have to understand that every single day of your life that you're doing something much more memorable for yourself, and that you're actually growing yourself in different ways. So make sure you understand every single day of your life that you're delivering content in different ways. So make sure if you want to help yourself to understand something about life, that you're actually living life to the fullest and that you're doing something that's helping you grow. I mean, that's the whole point of life. So I'm understanding every single time now, I'm always helping myself to understand that there's a better way forward and that there's always something new to do in life. So I'm understanding that if you want to help yourself to understand that you're going to be alone through life and that you're going to have a lone life, but the thing is that you have to be alone and you have to be able to do your life alone, and you have to understand that you have to go through life alone, and that's just the way of life. And you must understand that no matter what, every single day, that no matter what happens in your life, that you have friends and you have people in your life that you care for, and that you have people that you love as well, and that you're always thriving in life, and that you're making sure that you're delivering content in the best kind of way, and that way you're moving forward. So you must understand that the architecture of people and what people can do in terms of architecture is amazing, and you must understand that no matter what, that if you want to really absorb something with yourself, and if you really want to help yourself to dwell upon a better life for yourself, then you can always find ways of improving yourself, and you can always find something to do to help you grow. So that's the whole point. So anyway, I'm understanding that it's getting really, really cold right now, so I'm understanding to put a jumper on. I'll put myself a nice and beautiful shirt on. I say anyway, so I just put a jumper on and I put a shirt on, so because I have air conditioning in the room going on, so you can probably hear the air conditioning right now, but you can hear my voice anyway. So I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm always trying to perfect myself. I'm trying to help myself to grow, but you must understand every single day of your life that there's a lot to happen about life, and there's a lot happening, but the only thing I dream of right now is just to be present and in the moment. I just want to be accepting this moment for what it is, and I just want to accept what comes. So if a craving for cigarettes comes along, because it will, and I have sometimes cravings for cigarettes, and you must understand that even 3 years down the road I have cravings for cigarettes, and you have to understand that it's always a constant ability to make the best choice for yourself, and you must understand that I have to make better choices. So when I crave a cigarette, I make sure that I go into my feelings, and that no matter what, that I make a better choice for myself, because no matter what, that nothing's forcing me to smoke cigarettes, and I'm understanding that I never want to smoke cigarettes ever again. But I have to be able to understand that it's either you want to smoke cigarettes or either you never want to smoke cigarettes. I mean, there's no in between. I mean, there's no smoke 5 cigarettes and then quit smoking cigarettes, and then smoke 10 cigarettes and then quit smoking cigarettes. I mean, there's no in between. I mean, it's either you do drugs all the way or you don't do drugs. I mean, so make sure you don't do drugs. I mean, go and do something that's actually positive for you. So make sure every single day you understand that I have to live my words and I have to live what I'm talking about. And I'm understanding that I gave $500 for a author to be able to go and do my nice and beautiful audiobook. I'm understanding how people give money for that. I'm understanding every single time now that everything I've ever done, I gave it all for free. I'm understanding that Jesus Christ gives it all for free as well. I'm understanding that everybody's living different lives and everybody's going through life differently, and you have to understand that if you really want to help yourself to perform to the best of your ability, that you have to live life. I mean, you have to live life, guys, and you have to understand that if you really want to recoil a better life for yourself, you have to constantly be talking. You have to be constantly be doing something. So you have to understand that no matter what day in my life, I'm always looking forward to a greater way of life. I'm always looking forward to speaking much more, but this video just goes up into my podcast courses. online, and I'm understanding that you guys can find it on my Instagram. And I'm understanding straight away that no matter what, I'm always connecting the dots together, and I'm making sure that I'm doing the best way I can. I'm doing the best positive mindset that I can every single day. I'm trying to gain more followers. I'm trying to gain much more material for myself to grow from every single day. I'm understanding that if you want to really, really absorb every single day to do your content much greater, then you have to understand to focus upon a greater mindset for yourself every single day, and that you're really, really growing yourself in the best ways. So just focus upon helping yourself understand that no matter what, that you have to keep trying, and you have to understand that you have to keep growing yourself in the best ways possible. And you have to understand that there's always an opportunity for you to grow, and there's always an opportunity for you to do something better for yourself. So you have to understand that if you're really, really going through life, that you always be positive, and that you're always doing something that's positive for yourself, because that way you're actually going to grow, and that way you're always doing something that's helping you succeed. So no matter what, I'm always understanding that every single day of my life, I'm understanding I have a positive mindset for myself. I'm creating content, I'm doing something that I'm reflecting about, I'm making sure I'm planning my life moving forward. I'm understanding that today, I'm understanding that I want to do some music production. I want to sit down with my music production. I want to make sure I make a track, I make something new for myself. I'm understanding that I also want to read from my authors. I want to read something. I want to help myself to just grow, but I want to be in the present moment while I'm doing something. I'm understanding that if I stop talking right now, I'm understanding that what I can do is just go and make music. I'm understanding that I'm alone, and I understand straight away that I'm not afraid to make music. I'm understanding that it just takes time, and you have to understand that everything takes time, and you must understand that you have to be doing something, and you have to understand that you need to be living life. So if you want to live life, you have to live life positively, and you have to live life to the best of your ability moving forward. So every single day, I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm getting much more in fatigue right now as well. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that it's much more how it is. But you have to choose, and you have to choose your way of life, and you have to choose something to do every single day. And you have to understand that if you really, really want to do something that's actually helping yourself to understand much more about life, you actually help yourself to understand that no matter what, that you're positive about scenarios, and that you're really, really helping yourself to move forward. So move forward in a greater direction every single day, and make sure every single day that you're doing something that's helping you to succeed, because that way you're moving forward, and that way you're helping yourself to understand much more about life. I'm understanding that if you really want to grow yourself every single day, then you have to understand that no matter what happens around life, that you're always positive, and that you're always helping yourself to succeed, because that's the only way of life. And that way you always have something to talk about. So talk about the same things over and over again in a different way, so you can understand that you can make constant progress every single day of your life that way, and you can always understand straight away that you can deliver content in different ways. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that if you want to help yourself to succeed, then you have to understand that you have to be disciplined about life, and you have to discipline yourself, and you have to understand straight away that you have to grow. So when you grow, you actually help yourself to do life much greater, and that way you're actually helping yourself to feel your way through life. So feel your way through life, and make sure every single day you're actually positive about scenarios and techniques for yourself to grow with. So you understand something about life, and so you understand that I quit caffeine and cigarettes not long ago, but it's also been long ago as well. And I'm understanding that no matter what I'm doing, I'm always helping myself to understand life much better. So what I want to do is I want to help myself to drink soy milk as well. So I'm understanding that I feel like actually doing that. So I'm actually feeling to just let it be. I let it be. I feel that no matter what, that I'm really good right now. I'm actually doing my life much more better for myself anyway. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that people go through life and they deserve, and you must understand that everything deserves, and you must understand that if you really want to help yourself to succeed differently, then you have to grow yourself in different ways, and you have to find different ways and materials to do something to positively impact people every single day of your life. So that's the whole point. So anyway, I'm always feeling my way through life. I'm making sure I do something much better. So it's much more how I feel, that no matter what, every single day I'm always looking for a better way, and I'm looking for something to do every single time. And that's it, guys. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that you have to grow and be aware for yourself, and be aware every single day, and make sure every single day that you're just performing and outperforming yourself and doing something that's positive every single day of your life. Is something that's going to help you to thrive, or it's something that's helping you to do better for yourself. So make sure every single day you're doing better for yourself, and that you understand that there are plenty of people out there in the planet that you have never seen, and you have to understand that life is a constant renewal of a new life, and you must understand that every single day of your life that you do something positive for yourself to do better. So anyway, so for myself anyway, I'm saying that I went through life, guys. I went through life, and I had women with me, and I had friends and stuff like that, which is normal when you're growing up, which is just something that helps you grow. Which is, you have to understand that I went through life. I had friends, and everyone's gone their own separate ways. Approached the woman that I used to talk to are gone from my life. Approached, they went somewhere else. I stuck to my guns. I make sure every single day, you must understand, and if I do anything to succeed, I'm making sure I'm learning how to grow myself in the process. And I'm helping myself to understand much more about life. So anyway, what I want to do now is just grow. So I'm understanding that I'm getting fatigued anyway. So I want to be in the present moment. I want to help myself to grow, and I want to be just growing. I want to be able to be in silence. I want to make sure every single day now that I learn to grow, and I learn to help myself to succeed, which is much more positive for myself every single day. And I'm actually learning how to just help myself to understand to live life. I want to live life. I want to stop the recording now. I'm understanding that once I stop the recording, I want to just be in silence. I want to just be with myself and just be present, so I can do life. And then I just want to go and see what happens in terms of my feelings and what my feelings want. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. See you guys. Anyway, so I just ate McDonald's, and also I smoked cigarettes just recently, and I'm trying to do better for myself, but I feel that I've been falling apart in my life, and I'm understanding that I have to get back on track, and I have to do something today to help myself to succeed. So I'm a non-smoker now. I never drink caffeine anymore, and I never go to McDonald's anymore, and I'm doing my one-step program now. So it's much more how I need to grow. I have to grow myself every single day, and I have to do this alone with Jesus Christ. I get to do it with Jesus Christ alone, but I'm looking forward to helping myself to grow, and I have to keep going. But it looks like my teeth are going to fall out, and I'm not shaming myself, but I'm understanding that there's a better world in my life, and that there is something better than this world that I live in. And I'm looking forward to helping myself to succeed. So what I want to do now is just grow. I want to help myself to do better, and I'm looking forward to just really being, and just being in the side of being for myself. But I'm understanding that a lot of people are doing worse than me in life, and I'm trying to do better for myself. So anyway, I feel havoc has been doing me apart, but it's not havoc. I see it's not havoc. It's just my life. I see my life has been tearing apart. I've been eating meat, and I'm learning to just never frustrate myself anymore. I'm learning to get back on track. I'm learning to do better for myself. But I have to grow, and I have to do something today to help myself to succeed. So anyway, I'm learning to keep going for myself so I can do better. And I'm just learning how to persuade myself to do better for myself. But every single day now, I'm understanding that no matter what, my mum's coming up, and my life's going to be better. I say hopefully my life is going to be better, and I have to do my life much better than this, and I have to go and keep going for myself in a better direction. But do I feel like reading? I say nah. I feel like reading something else. But every single day I'm looking forward to just delivering content and living in the moment with Jesus Christ. So I'm putting my cigarettes back where they belong, and I never want to smoke again cigarettes. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my life back on track. But 9 to 5 job, I asked Jesus Christ, shall I go work 9 to 5 job now? I see Jesus Christ says, nah, just keep going for myself over here. I'm learning to just persuade myself to do better for myself, so that I can do better. So I'm learning to grow. I'm learning that I have to wake up early. I have to wake up early from now on. I have to set up the time, and I have to do better for myself, because I've been waking up late in the evening. I've been waking up in the afternoon very late, around 3 p.m. every single day. So what I want to do is just grow. I'm understanding that no matter what, that by the time I do better, I'm understanding I'm doing better now. I'm following Jesus Christ to the best way I can now. But then temptation sets in, and then I give in to temptation. And I'm understanding that plenty of my life has been happening in life, so I want to do better for myself. And I'm understanding that I have better habits in mind, and I have to control myself. I have to control my urges. I have to control myself. So guys, anyway, so Jesus Christ doesn't masturbate, and you have to understand you have to go that path, and you have to do better for yourself. But I'm feeling that I have to do better. And am I feeling good right now? I say nah, I'm not feeling good at the moment. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling sick. I'm understanding that to some degree. I'm understanding that I'm just trying to do life much greater. I'm just trying to do life in a better way. But I see that no matter what, that my life has been coming to hell in this life so far. And I have to do better. I have to learn to control myself every single day. So I'm starting from now to control myself much better, so I can do better for myself. But my dad just sits down and watches television, and he doesn't talk to me much. But I don't need him to talk to me. I don't need him to communicate to me, but he's communicating to me 55% of the time anyway. And he's always showing me 55% of the communication. So I'm understanding that it's much more how my dad has been around in my life much more than my mum. And I'm learning how I need to grow myself personally. I have to learn to do better for myself. I have to help myself to grow. But now I'm just learning to be, and I'm learning to do a better job for myself personally. So I'm understanding that I have to do better for myself, and I have to control my urges. So anyway, I feel like going to bed. I feel like sleeping. I feel like just dozing off. I feel that I have to do better for myself. Anyway, I'm helping myself to recognize something that I need to do better. I have to grow. I have to find a way. I have to make sure that I'm getting better in my life. I have to understand that I've been falling, guys. I've been falling. I've been free falling all the way into hell. I've been putting myself through hell, guys. So I'm understanding that it's much more how my habits, in terms of my pulses, in terms of my impulses. And impulses just drive me to masturbate and to smoke cigarettes and to eat McDonald's and to eat meat. So it's mainly nicotine, caffeine, and masturbation and meat. Parashu, that's all it is. Parashu. One step program says no smoking cigarettes anymore, and no nicotine anymore, no caffeine anymore, no masturbation anymore, and no meat anymore, and no meat, and that's it. And just keep it up for the rest of my life. So I'm really gonna try this time to do it for myself, and I have to learn something. I have to do something every single day. I have to be constantly performing to the best of my ability to follow Jesus Christ's footsteps. I have to follow Jesus Christ's footsteps every single day, and that's the way it is. So I'm learning how to grow, but anyway, I feel like joining my dad now. Do I really feel like it? Or actually not really. I feel like staying away from him as much as possible. But is that how I feel? I say yeah, I feel like staying away from him. Anyway, do I feel like sleeping right now? Or actually no. I don't feel like sleeping at the moment. I mean, what do I feel like doing? I feel like just talking. I feel like just talking. I feel like just feeling my thinking. And do I feel like reading? Say nah. Like, I actually feel like reading something. I feel like reading something. I mean, do I feel like reading my audiobook? I say nah. Not right now. I feel like doing what I'm doing now. I'm going to Will Sparks. I bought a ticket to watch Will Sparks at the Metro Theatre at 6:30 p.m. on the 7th of January 2022. And I gave $85 to watch him play for 3 hours or 4 hours. So I can be at a concert for a bit. And so I can enjoy myself watching Will Sparks, because he's a good DJ. And I understand to just keep going for myself. And I feel like just helping myself to understand that I want to live life for a bit. I want to enjoy myself. But there's so much happening in Sydney every single time. But I have to be able to afford much more of life. I have to learn to grow. I have to learn to understand that every single day that I'm doing something much better for myself, so I can grow myself much more personally. And I need to help myself to grow. So anyway, I'm learning how to deal with my life much better. I'm learning to do better for myself. But nothing lasts forever anyway. And you must understand that this life that I live is going to pass by. It's going to pass by. So I want to do better. So anyway, my feelings are going to lead me somewhere. And I have to do what I feel like. I have to learn to control my feelings in a better way. So anyway, I have to learn to be. So what I need to do is feel my thinking. I have to learn to feel my way through life. I have to be in my feelings rather than my head. And I have to do better. So anyway, what I feel like doing is just growing myself. I feel like growing my content. And I feel like just doing better. So anyway, I never feel like smoking cigarettes ever again. And I never feel like caffeine either. And I'm not addicted to white sugar. But I'm learning to do better for myself. So what I want to do is develop myself so I can grow. I have to grow myself. So I have to plan my life So anyway, what I do now is I grow. I find better ways of thinking. I find better ways of strategizing myself around life. I feel like doing better. And do I feel like music right now? Say no. I never feel like doing music right now. I mean, do I feel like listening to music? I feel like actually listening to music right now. I mean, what type of music? I feel like listening to something. I feel like doing something. I feel like just growing myself and my content. I feel like delivering content much more. So anyway, I have to learn to do better for myself. And my mum's coming up in 3 months' time. I'm gonna go see my mum. I have January, February, March. I have 90 days to see my mum. And that's a long time to be living with my dad. But I have to control myself now. Especially now, I have to control myself and my urges. I have to learn to delay gratification. So anyway, I feel like doing better. I finished this Coke and that's it. And I'm learning to do better. So what I want to do is just grow. And I want to find better ways of dealing with my life. So I can do better. And so I can help myself to understand much more about life. But this is much more of, let's say, the good side of me. That's talking. Because the dark side of me doesn't give a fuck about anything. I understand that. And the good side of me actually cares. So I'm learning how to grow. And what I want to do is just, I want to sit down. I actually feel like sitting down now. See, I feel like doing a better job for myself. And yeah, guys, I mean, what else can I say? I feel like doing better. Oh. I mean, Jesus Christ tells me to just move forward. And I have to live my life to the best degree I can every single day. I have to learn to occupy myself much better. I have to do better for myself. So anyway, that's how I feel. I feel tomorrow I get to go watch the movies. I get to go to watch The Matrix Resurrections tomorrow. I mean today. And then I get to just enjoy myself and I get to do something at least. And that's it. My feelings are going to lead the way and I have to understand that. I have to do what I feel like doing. I have to go through life feeling my way through life. Because that way I enjoy my life, I enjoy my success. I enjoy myself every single time I do something much more positive for myself to grow. And I grow my content and I grow my feelings, I grow who I am. But is it time to sleep? Unfortunately, what's the time? See, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you can say it's time for bed anyway. So anyway, what I want to do is develop myself. And I want to just keep going. I just want to keep going. I want to help myself to do better. So anyway, I'm feeling my way through life. I have something to say. I have something to do. I have to learn to perform and outperform myself. So I can grow. And then I just need to do my life much greater for myself to understand much more about life. And I feel like doing Netflix. I can do some Netflix. And I can listen to music. But do I feel like doing that? Apparently, nah. I actually feel like doing it. I feel like doing it. But do I really? I mean, do I really feel like listening to music? Say nah. See, actually, I do feel like listening to music. I do feel like listening to music like Spotify, yeah? I actually feel like listening to Spotify. But who will I listen to? I feel like listening to music. I feel like going on Tiesto's page and listening to Tiesto's new music out that he has in his radio show. Or continuing the ASOT show. And just doing some Netflix. And a little bit away. I'll go and do it now. I mean, what else can I do? I see how people have what they deserve in life. I mean, they get the woman, when they have kids, when they have money, when they have a 9 to 5 job. I have none of that. That's alright. I'll do better anyway. And what I'm actually doing anyway is I'm learning to grow. And I need to grow myself anyway, so let it be. I mean, let it be known that I'm doing better. So anyway, before bed I understand that for medications, I understand to go and take medications now for myself. I'll go and do my medications and then I'll go to sleep very soon. I'll just do that for myself. And I'll go for it. See, anyway guys, so I have to improve my life. I have to talk much more. And I have to do something now to just deliver content for myself so I can help myself to grow, because anything that I want to do now is a better life for myself. So I'm just looking to talk it all out. I'm looking to help myself to grow. But now I feel like just doing my life. I feel like just recording my life in a different way every single time. I make sure every single day I'm doing something positive for myself. So I just quit smoking and caffeine. And I'm looking to do better for myself now. I quit alcohol as well. And I'm making sure I get back on track. I quit cheese. I quit most of life. But I'm making sure I'm doing much better. I'm going in the direction of Jesus Christ now. I'm making sure I can go and do the best I can for myself so I can grow. And I'm feeling my life much greater now. So anyway, I want to grow myself. I want to feel my way through life. I want to talk it out for myself. I want to help myself to grow. And I feel that I can do it for myself. I can make a better life for myself. But I feel that I need to go and do something to do my music, for example. So I'm understanding that I have to do my music as well and I have to grow myself. But life is a slow process and you have to grow yourself anyway. And I feel that when I read, I have to do better for myself. I have to do something to help myself to succeed. So what I can do is just grow, and I can help myself to grow my information and help myself to deliver content of some kind. So I can help myself to deliver a greater way of life for myself. So I want to help myself to succeed so I can help myself to grow. So anyway, I understand that I feel my way through life every single day now. I'm understanding to just talk it up for myself in a better way and I'm looking to just help myself to grow. I'm understanding now what I want to do is just deliver content. I want to be able to see what's happening with myself over here. I want to deliver some kind of content moving forward, but I feel down on life. I feel I have to do better for myself. I have some views for my YouTube channel, but I have to do better with everything. I understand I have to prepare for what's to come now. I'm understanding that if I don't prepare now, I promise you it's going to get tougher for me. So I have to go and live a life that's greater for myself now. And I have to do something today to succeed. But I have to learn how to grow myself in the process of everything, so I can live my life much greater. So what I want to do is just focus on a better road for myself. I want to deliver content that's helping me grow, and I want to help myself to understand much more of life. So it's much more how it is. So I feel my way through life, and I help myself to grow. So anyway, I feel that I'm living life to the fullest as much as I can. Live life. I'm helping myself to deliver content, so it's much more how I need to talk it out. I have to talk it out with myself. I have to do something today that's going to help me to succeed. I have to find a better way. I have to make sure I'm consuming content, and I'm consistently trying to grow myself. I have to consistently try to grow myself. I have to consistently do the disciplines every single day. I have to discipline myself to live a long life, because I deserve a long life for myself. I deserve to help myself to grow, so I can help myself to live life to the fullest. But I'm understanding that life goes really simple every time, and I'm understanding that I want to deliver content in better ways every single time. So I want to help myself to do a better job for myself. So it's much more